As the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, it was not the sun that awoke the city, but the thunderous descent of alien craft piercing the early morning calm. From these metallic behemoths emerged legions of robots, unlike anything humanity had ever seen. They were sleek, formidable, and seemingly impervious to Earth's defenses. Their invasion was swift, calculated, and devastatingly efficient. In the heart of the city, amidst the chaos of screaming civilians and the futile resistance of the military, stood a single figure, Captain Elena Mirovs. A veteran of countless battles, Mirovs was no stranger to war. But the sight that unfolded before her was unlike any battlefield she had encountered. Buildings crumbled like sandcastles, tanks were swatted aside as if they were toys, and the air was thick with the stench of burning metal and flesh. Mirovs rallied her squad, a ragtag group of soldiers who had survived the initial onslaught. "We need to fight smarter, not harder," she yelled over the din of the invasion. They took cover in the ruins of what once was a shopping mall, planning their counterattack. Mirovs had noticed a pattern in the robots' movement, a brief pause in their assault every time they communicated with their ships. Seizing upon this vulnerability, Mirovs and her team hacked into the city's remaining telecommunications infrastructure, setting up a jamming signal to disrupt the robots' communications. It was a long shot, but it was the only shot they had. As the signal went live, the immediate area around them descended into chaos, the robots' movements becoming erratic, their unbreakable formation now broken. With the robots momentarily disoriented, Mirovs led her team in a counterattack. They moved swiftly, targeting the joints and sensors of the robots, exploiting the weaknesses exposed by their disrupted communications. For every robot they took down, however, 10 more seemed to take its place. It was a relentless tide of metal, but Mirovs' team fought on, driven by sheer determination and the slim hope that their resistance would give humanity a fighting chance. In the midst of battle, a towering robot, seemingly impervious to the jamming signal, emerged from the smoke. Its armor was thicker, and it moved with a purpose and intelligence that the others lacked. Mirovs knew this was the commander of the invasion force, and if there was any hope of stopping the invasion, it lay in taking down this colossus. Mirovs and her squad focused their firepower on the commander, dodging blasts of energy and debris. They were outmatched and outgunned, but they pressed on, driven by a relentless will to protect their home. In a final desperate gambit, Mirovs set a series of explosive charges, luring the commander into a trap. As the robot stepped into the kill zone, she detonated the explosives, engulfing the commander in a ball of fire and shrapnel. The explosion rocked the battlefield, and for a moment, everything went silent. The commander lay in ruins, and without it, the remaining robots faltered. Their invasion halted as abruptly as it had begun. Mirovs and her team, battered and bruised but unbowed, emerged from the smoke as unlikely heroes who had turned the tide of an unwinnable battle. As reinforcements arrived and humanity began the long process of rebuilding, Mirovs looked upon the ruins of her city, a somber reminder of the cost of their victory. The robot invasion had been repelled, but at great cost. Yet in the face of overwhelming odds, humanity had prevailed, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those willing to stand and fight for their home.